Welcome to Gemini season and welcome to the Mind, Body, Soul Evolution. My name is Debbie and Gemini. This is your reading for your season. So I'm going to get right to my notes, make sure I don't miss anything. And just so that we know, I am using 4 sets of oracle cards. Well, 3 sets of oracle cards, an animal spirit deck, and a tarot deck. We're going to get into it for Gemini season. There's a lot of changes coming up. So for our mutable signs, our mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. This is your comeback era. This is a time for reinventing yourself. So Saturn will be leaving Pisces, and Uranus will be settling into Gemini. So for our mutable signs in general, this is a time to shift away from, if you feel like you haven't been yourself or you've been isolating yourself from other people, you're shifting away from that. You're becoming a little more of your glow up, right? You're getting a little more out there into the world, and you're going to be experiencing some major breakthroughs. So Gemini, your theme for Gemini season is self-expression and sudden changes to your career and changing timelines. Now we're going to see how that plays out in your reading. So as Uranus enters into Gemini, right, expect the pace of your life to change. Expect it to pick up, things to go a little faster, especially if you've been in a very dormant phase, right? So this is your time to break free from your limitations, from limiting beliefs, from yourself, or whatever limits have been placed upon you. You're breaking free from all of that stuff, and you're learning to redefine yourself. You're tuning into your own true nature, and it's not really redefining yourself. It is letting more of your authentic self show out into the world. Okay, and this is, remember now, Gemini, change is good. You are a mutable sign. All the mutable signs are the signs that take us from one season to the next. They either take you to a solstice or an equinox. So we are used to change, and sometimes we tend to resist it because we have so much change happening around our signs. But here we go. Change is good, Gemini. Change is good. So let's get into this. I don't normally use the Wild Unknown Archetypes cards, but because there's a lot happening, I thought I would pull this deck out. And I do have the guidebook, and we'll see. This is a round deck. There's the back. And we'll just see. We're going to play around and see how this reading goes, because sometimes you just never know. And I'm using decks I have not used for a while. The Wild Unknown Archetypes, the Moonology deck, the Spirit Animals, an Angel deck, and our Tarot deck is, we're going to be using the Light Seers Tarot deck. I have the boxes down here. So Gemini, what does your season hold for you? Like, this is your season. This is your time to really shine, right? Anytime you're in your season or the opposite season, your balancing season, that is always your time to shine and illuminate. So what does this hold for Geminis? What does Gemini season hold for Geminis? You probably hear kids outside playing today. And you might hear a fan, by the way. I do have the fan on. It's hot today. Not hot enough for air conditioning, but definitely needing a fan. The Warrior. So let's see, let's turn these down. There's a lot of cards. We have the Warrior, and I will show that to you, and I will read it from the book because that's all it says. I don't know this deck well enough. It says the Warrior. So that could also, you're getting a little out of your comfort zone, right? We have 2. We'll pull 1 more from this deck, and we'll see how this goes for you. Okay, so Gemini, you have the Warrior, and it's card number 10. And these are in Roman numerals, so I'm not going to know all the numbers. You have card number 1, the Mother. So there could be some healing around mom. And this is the unseen, 1025, card number 27. I'm not really well versed in my Roman numerals. The unseen, so this could be your psychic or intuitive self, right? Or that inner eye of yours might be either developing at a higher level, or you might be starting to pay a little more attention to it. So let's go to the Warrior, which is your first card, which is card 10. And it says, and this is the write-up, so I won't read the whole thing. So it says, the samurai, the soldier, the advocate. Be careful, as the warrior implies war. The two go hand in hand. Those who defeat others are strong. Those who defeat themselves are mighty. So again, that's pulling out of the limiting beliefs, right? That you've kind of been stuck in for a little while. So when the warrior is in the light phase, it is fierce, it is clarity, it is purposeful, it is action, it is resolve, it is resilience. And then we have, just to show you, like, all of these things go all the way around the page. They don't go straight across. And then we have, without a true purpose, manifesto, or oath, the warrior is lost. What do you stand for? What are you willing to rise in the name of? Write it out. Again, this is redefining yourself, or letting that really innermost aspect of yourself come forward. So we'll go into the Mother. That is card number 1. So both of these are at the very beginning. And this is the Mother. And it looks like a little nest with a golden egg. The Great Mother, the feminine, the source. Notice how the Mother archetype is expressed in nature. This is perhaps the most balanced and benevolent form of Mother's grace. When the Mother is in the light, it is glowing, generative, creative, and nurturing. So this could be also about nurturing yourself. And Spirit is telling me nurturing some talents of yours. And it says, the Mother is part of the trifecta, the maiden, mother, and crone. Because of the relationship between them, take special note when these cards appear in one reading. Now, they did not all appear in one reading, but that's okay. And it says, so the Mother is just life-giving energy. All creations take form regardless of our birth history. Each of our hearts beat for the first time in the warm womb of the Mother. And it is said that your mother's DNA is within you. You physically carry cells from your mother in your body, not from your father. I mean, you carry DNA from your dad, but actual cells from your mother are carried inside of your body. That's really interesting. So the Great Mother, right? The feminine, the source, the nurturer. So for some of our Geminis, this could be a sign or a reminder to nurture yourself. Allow yourself to be nurtured. And then we have the unseen. And this is the third eye, the spiritual, the ancestor, the eternal. Guidance comes in many forms. Don't expect it to be glittery or comfortable. The spirit world speaks the truth. Sometimes it soothes and sometimes it burns. When this is in the light, when the unseen is in the light, it's clairvoyant guidance, whispers of wisdom. So this again is your internal wisdom, right? Your third eye. Being graced by the unseen is a gift. Treat it kindly. Allow yourself to be seen by eternal eyes. So some of our Geminis are either tapping into their intuition or acknowledging it. We all have it. So many times, though, we don't acknowledge it. So, and this is intuition is available to everyone, but it is a very maternal, a mother element, right? It is associated with the element of water, which is very maternal. Babies are born in the second chakra, the pelvis, the womb. That is watery. That is very feminine, very maternal. You can still And most mamas that I know are fierce warriors, right? For themselves, for their families, for their children. Great way, Gemini, to start this off. Start off your reading. We will pull a couple cards from the Moonology deck. And let's see how this all comes together. This is going to be very interesting. And if you have any questions about tapping into your inner wisdom, your intuition, or how to recognize it, let me know. And if you are interested in me doing a video about that, I can always do that. I'm always up for a video, to create a new video. So let's see what the Moonology deck holds for you, Gemini, our beautiful Gemini friends. We'll just pull 2 cards out of here, unless of more want to come out. And you have full moon in Gemini. Embrace the flow of life. And life, you have the Mother card, which is life in and of itself. And at the very beginning of the video, I said, you know, you are in your season. And that's when you are the strongest, when you're in your season, and when you're in the opposite season of you, or the balancing season. So the new moon in Gemini happens in Gemini season. The full moon in Gemini happens in your balancing sign of Sagittarius. So again, embrace the flow of life. So the balancing things, right? The oppositional things, the things that are opposite of you. New moon in Virgo, trust all will be well. Trust all will be well. So again, I'm going to go back to my notes for you. So self-expression, right? And again, sudden changes. Sudden changes. And it's good. Change is good, Gemini. So don't get too upset, or don't let yourself get flustered by change. It's all really, really good. So let's pull your tarot. And again, this is the Light Seers deck. And I'm just going to play around and just see what comes out. Because, you know, why not? This is Sunday, the 17th. I hope you had a very nice weekend. Let's see what the tarot holds for our Gemini friends. So a lot of information, Gemini, a lot to digest for sure. So you have the whole season of your sign, right, to take this in. Ace of Cups. Mothering, and I said this could be about, you know, self-love for you, learning to love and nurture yourself. Ace of Cups comes out, where she is holding her heart in her hands, nurturing that heart. Yeah, so it feels like there might be some healing happening, either healing from past things or present things. 10 of Swords, yeah. That's not surprising that Gemini would get the 10 of Swords. So a very renewal period, Gemini. Let's see what else wants to come out for you. I think I will pull 7 cards. That's what's coming to me. Unless the Spirit has something else, we will do 7. And if I need clarity on any of these, I have a secondary deck. Let's see, shall we? So we'll do 7 and then the root of the deck, right, which would be 8. Okay, Gemini, on the root of the deck for you, 8 of Cups. Let's see what the rest of the cards say. 8 of Cups for me as a reader, it's about coming home to yourself. It's about leaving anything that is not aligned with you, or that has not served, or that you're done with, or that has not served you well. So let's see, we have the Ace of Cups, 10 of Swords, Queen of Wands, fire energy, the Hanged Man, Ace of Pentacles, okay, Justice, the Emperor, 3 major arcanas here. So again, Ace of Cups, 10 of Swords. Yeah. Queen of Wands. We'll get to that. So for some of our Gemini friends, like we're really healing our mental health and our mental space, the thoughts in our mind, the things that keep looping around, whether they are true and accurate or whether they are not. Right? You're wrapping your hands around your heart, because what we think, we believe. And I say don't believe everything you think, but what happens is we hear something, we put it in our mind, somehow it gets repeated on a loop, and then we start to believe it. So now you're starting to heal. This could be patterns that you grew up with, right? We all grew up with patterns, and our parents always, said these things, and they ingrained them in us. And then we find out either they are no longer true for us, or maybe they were never true for us. So this is really healing your heart based on what you thought in your mind or what you believed in. And in that healing comes freedom. Queen of Wands, look at her. She's just having a good time. Look at all those candles. She is like, she's celebrating herself, which is what you should be doing. Celebrating yourself, celebrating your life. If you see in her hand, there's like Reiki energy. It's almost as if she is commanding the energy around her to do as she pleases. It's all full celebration of life. Look at all the candles. Look at all the candles. It's time to light yourself up. Look, that might not be easy for you. So the Hanged Man is changing your perspective on things, changing the way you looked at things, changing the way you do things. And in changing your perspective, you have the Justice and the Ace of Pentacles. This could very well be, for some, again, this is a general reading, right? For some, this could be someone is paying you back money that they owed you. Or you could be getting a payout or a settlement. For some. But for others, you're starting to see your value. You're moving from this, the Ten of Swords, which is chaos and the regular traditional Rider-Waite. The person is on the ground and all these swords are stabbing them in the back. And here, though, in this deck, she's releasing all of those things that have held her back, all those thoughts that have caused stress and tension, anxiety, questioning your purpose, questioning your value, right? She's releasing them. And in that release, you get a new perspective on yourself. Right? Her crown chakra is just illuminated. And this goes back to your intuitive space, lighting up your intuition. Leaning into the unseen aspect of life. This is the element that I live in most of the time. This is the best aspect for me. I love it there. Because there's more truth in the unseen than in this physical world. You're starting to see the value of what you bring to this earth. Just look at the roots there. Just kind of hanging down. Like your roots are much more deeply rooted or seated than you know. We only know what we know. We do not know what we do not know. There's a sense that you're allowing harmony to come in, and you're allowing yourself to feel good about you. For some of our Gemini friends, this has been a long time. This could be almost a lifetime of not really feeling like you're deserving. Then card the Emperor, right? He makes no excuses. He's a very earthly sign, right? He just takes his seat in this world. He makes no apologies. He owns exactly who he is. He's not boisterous. He's not braggy, but he's extremely confident. You're coming back to this place of confidence, not from your mind, or from your heart and soul. Is leading into a space of confidence. You're getting, again, that new perspective. It's like someone's turning on a light that you didn't know was even available for you to have turned on. Again, Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck, right? You're coming back to you. You're leaving behind this little light because you have this big luminous light, right? You have this big luminous light. that's lighting up everything within you. You have the Queen of Wands. She doesn't, just like the Emperor, right? They own who they are. They make no apologies because they don't have to. They know who they are, and they own that place. And they embrace it completely. And now you're starting to embrace elements of yourself that either you did not want to see, or you were afraid to see, or you did not know were available to you. If that's making any sense, Gemini. I'm loving this. And this is all coming from a nurturing, maternal place. That maternal place comes from your connection to yourself, which is your connection to God, source, divine, whatever it is you believe that to be. You're lighting up that inner warrior, and you're going, yes. Even the warrior has a diamond for the third eye, right here, right? I mean, really, and a rainbow, right? Divinely guided. The rainbow above, divinely guided. Let's see what spirit animal, Gemini, is guiding you through your season. I love this for you. I love this. And I say this all the time, and I know I do, but because it's true. So what spirit animal? And this is, if you happen to see this animal somewhere, either out in the world, and on a picture. Oh my goodness, this is really, I'm loving this. Your animal? There is no animal. Listen to this. It's personal choice. Personal choice. This card has never come out. Close your eyes, Gemini. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. It's asking you to choose your animal. This comes exactly in line with tuning into your intuition, the unseen, tapping into that space within you and letting your spirit animal make itself available to you. It's changing your perspective. Instead of saying, can somebody just tell me what my spirit animal is? Your spirit animal is saying, I am within you. I am within you. Go within and I will reveal myself to you. Oh my goodness, I'm getting chills. It's like 95 degrees today. I'm getting chills. Gemini. So exercise. You're right for personal choice. We'll pull your angel card, and yeah. Gemini, I'm finding this very exciting. If you have any questions, if you'd like to work with me in any capacity, reach out. Let's get you on the books. Let's get some clarity. And let's open your third eye, your chakra, right? Let's open that up. See what's in there. And your final card. Azure. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith. Don't try to force things to happen. And just to see here, right, there are birds flying. That's a sense of freedom, right? Like trust. Right? The birds trust enough in their ability to fly that they don't need anything underneath of them. This is, again, a higher visionary card. Having faith, trusting, letting things work out in divine timing. Gemini, that is your reading for Gemini season. Thank you for watching, or thank you for returning, or if you are a new viewer, thank you so much for joining, and thank you for liking this video, sharing it, and subscribing to the channel. If you have any questions, put them in the comment box, and by all means, my email is in the description box if you would like to schedule a reading for yourself. But Gemini, enjoy your season. It's going to be great.